Okay. So carefully read the sentences, then you can understand what it is saying and then find the answer. Like we discussed, step-by-step process. If there is a sentence given, what will it follow up with? Oh, the first answer is in. Very nice. 2, good. 3, very nice. Okay. Go on, go on. There are very few people. I expect everyone to give the answer, man. Okay. So 4, 5, 6. Good, good, good. Someone give me all the three options. Nice. Right. So let's go ahead and see what exactly this is. The invention of the printing press revolutionized the spread of knowledge. And what is the last sentence? This invention laid the foundation for modern education and mass communication. Good. So, invention of printing press, what does it do? Printing press, it prints something very, very quickly. So, it allowed books to be produced quickly and at a lower cost, making information more accessible. So, in sentence 2, one option that will fit is option P. Okay, option P will fit. Option P will come in sentence 2. Now, what will come in sentence 3? As a result, literacy rates improved and ideas could be shared widely across nations. Before the printing press, books were copied by hand, which made them expensive and rare. The two options, both of them sound correct. This is where you'll read sentence 4. This invention laid the foundation for modern education and mass communication. Right? So, of the two options which are given, after P, R will come first because we are not talking about improvement. We are talking about the printing press and its things only. Right? PR is right. Right? PR is the right option that you'll have to find. So just give me 1 second. Just one moment. Yes. This is the second question. So let's see what exactly are the answers here. Find the answer. I'll be back in a jiffy. Nice. Quick answers. Very good. All right. Good. Uh, Governments have been promising the eradication of child labor in high risk industries in India for many years. However, almost 100 million children are still not able to go to school, and around 10 million are working in blank industries. Now, when it is kids, I'm sure all of you know, and all of you have done it in the right way, right? It is hazardous or dangerous. Option B will come in blank one, right? India has the biggest child population of 380 million in the world, plus the blank number of children who are forced to earn a living. Largest, lowest, latest, loudest. It is largest. Okay. So blank 2 will be largest. So hazardous and largest. B and A, like most of you have given the answer, it is B and A. Not C or D, it is B and A. Hazardous. Okay. Honorary is one of the most important things. There are honorary people, honorary certifications. Okay. Handicraft and hardware generally don't fit. So B and A. Yeah, good. So let's read. Oh, this is one moment. Right. This is reading comprehension. Let's read fast. We need to practice reading fast, which means read in your mind. Once you finish reading, just type in done so that I will know you have finished and we can go to the questions part. Okay, 1, 2, 3 people are done. Okay, good. So most of you are done reading. Let's go to the questions. Yeah. The passage is mainly about, what is the passage about? Whom are they talking about majorly? Good. So the passage is mainly about the smaller shops or people who run retail shops, which are small. Option D. Good. What is the significant measure that stores are trying to adopt? What are they trying to do to overcome this challenge. Very good. You guys are forgetting to write the question number, but from the next time we can do it. The right answer is automation. The biggest thing that they are trying to change is they are trying to automate their entire process of sales. Good. Which business will not continue to be productive? According to the passage, which business will not continue to be productive according to the passage? Very good. You can see that in the passage they say high-end malls, discount stores, and where is it? Here, grocery stores, discount outlets, and high-end malls. They continue to attract customers. The only business which is not are department stores. Right. Department stores, option D. Very nice. One or two of you are, I think, in a hurry, you gave the wrong answer, but it is department stores. What does the writer consider? Oh, sorry. Why does the writer consider it important to discuss the plight of those on the other side of the till? That is people who have small businesses or small shops. Other side of the till means people who are not making a lot of profits. It is just the point of thinking. You won't find it in the paragraph, but if you read the options, it's very easy to understand. Why is the writer feeling good? Nice. Right? Why is it important to discuss? Because if the company is going out of business or stores are going out of business, there is a very large group of workers whose jobs are threatened because of automation. We can't say AI, but because of automation. Right? So option D will be correct. Next question. what is one challenge small retail businesses face in an increasingly digital world? Good. One challenge will be competing with e-commerce and automation. Option B, struggling to compete with e-commerce and automation. That will be the major factor. Struggling with or struggling to compete with e-commerce and automation. Good. Question 8. Find the error. Error detection. Good. You just need to check for the prepositions. Very nice. Right? The state government has proposed to put in place the new portal to promote transparency and simplification. Instead of on, it should be in. Right? So option B is where the mistake is. Nice. Which sentence does not use formal or informal language? Which does not use informal language, which means it uses formal language. Informal language is language that we use regularly or language that we use with our friends and which you listen to normally. Formal language is when you speak without any grammatical errors, giving mutual respect to everyone that you're talking to, and when you use the correct formation of sentence. Did you locate our office quite easily? Here, they are asking someone, but it is a question, and the question is kind of informal. Were you able to locate? That should be the actual formal sentence. Did you locate? It is a more of the tone in which you talk. You will be working with different managers during your training. Again, this is professional, but not formal. We shall endeavor to inform you of the position in 2 weeks' time. This is formal in a way. Is there anything else you want to ask? Again, this is a question and it is put very, very normally. So option C is a sentence which uses formal language, which means it does not use informal language. Option C. Okay. Now, I see that there is a kind of confusion between what is formal and what is informal language, right? So, let me start with the simpler thing. Can I type here? Yes, I can type. Okay. I'll start with the simpler thing, which is informal language. Okay. Informal language is basically what you call casual language, which you speak uh, with friends, colleagues, say, our normal way of talking. Okay. It's very casual. It is not uh, full of structured sentences and things. There's a lot of shortcuts and everything used. Okay. However, when it comes to formal language, when it comes to formal language, it is more structured, respectful, and grammatically complete and correct. Okay. If you take it as an example, you will see here option C is giving you a complete picture of what will happen. Right. We shall endeavor. What does endeavor mean? We will put in all of our efforts and make sure we will inform you of the position. Right? They're not saying we'll tell you. They're saying we'll endeavor to inform you, which means we will do everything in our side. So it is being more mutually respectful. Right? So understood the difference between formal and informal language? At least a little bit. Yes, no, some things. Hmm. Okay. Option A is the crowd favorite today. Most of the answers are coming in as option A. Everyday life have become more complicated with the advancement in mobile technology. Like you guys said, the mistake is in option A. Everyday life has become. Life is singular, so singular verb has. A singular helping verb has. Option A is where the mistake is correct. Three sentences into one sentence. I was at the fair, I got lost, I got scared. How can you club all the three sentences into one sentence? Careful, read it properly and give the answer. Very good. I am scared after I am lost at the fair. That will not be the right sequence. I went to the fair and got scared as I was lost. Again, it can be used like that, but it is too complicated. I am lost at the fair, so I am too scared. Again, scared in itself is fear. There is nothing called too scared. Okay. Then we have I got lost at the fair and was scared. So out of the four, which one do you think is right? Sentence one is not correct because the tense is not right. I am scared after I am lost at the fair. Not right. I went to the fair and got scared as I was lost. Again, you can simplify this sentence. That is too complicated, as I said before. I am lost at the fair. Again, you don't get lost in a fair. And you don't use the word too scared. That is the second mistake. So the only option left is option D. I got lost at the fair and was scared. After getting lost, I started fearing or I was scared. Right? Option D. Very nice. Okay. Fill in the blanks, which is also called a sentence completion. Two blanks. We all know what to do. Read the entire paragraph first, or read the entire set of sentences, then give the answer. Oh, good. That's fast, which is very, very good. Huh. Good. I think we need to know who is what before we give the answer. Uh, yeah. Who's an astrologer? A person who looks at stars and tells you about your fate, your future. Sorry, not fate. They will talk about your future. An astrologer is a person who goes ahead and talks about your future, right? Who is an astrologist? A lot of people said astrologist. An astrologer or an astrologist are the same. These palm reading, face reading, all of these people are astrologists scientifically or astrologers. Okay. Next, who is an astronomer? An astronomer is a person who is very good at reading stars and their constellations, reading about how they are placed, what are the different things or different stars that they see. Huh. People who study the sky, basically, or things in the sky, astronomers. And who's an astronaut? An astronaut is a person who travels to space to do something. Okay. So blank one, you will have astronomer, which will be the right word to fit. So blank one is C. Okay. Blank one is C. What is blank two? Henry is an astronomer. He looks at the sky and stars in particular, even though he spends much of his time looking at detailed computer reports, which are just lists and lists of numbers. His blank thing about his job is looking through the telescope. Favoring, pleasant, pleasing, favorite. His favorite thing. Right. D. Favorite thing is, sorry, the word favorite is D. So we have C in blank one and D in blank two. Okay. So that will be the right option. C in blank one and D in blank. Yeah. This we did previously also. I think you should be able to give the answer to this very, very quickly. Who is already an astronomer? Henry. Yes, he is an astronomer. But his favorite thing to do. See, just because you're a student doesn't mean our favorite thing to do is study, is it? We like doing various things. So, and there it is given that he reads a lot of lists. But his favorite thing to do, apart from everything in his job, is looking into the sky through a telescope. What did the painter do? Blank himself from falling. When he felt the ladder blank, he grabbed the gutter to save himself from falling. In India, we think the gutter is on the floor always. It is always on the ground. But the pipe through which wastewater flows down is also called the gutter. Okay. So, lots of questions. Why for saving? Why not to save? Option D, option C, option A, option B. But overall, very few people have given the answer. Okay, let's see. What did the painter do? Blank himself from falling. You can use an infinitive here. What did the painter do? To save himself from falling. Right? You can't say for saving himself from falling. It should be an infinitive. To save himself from falling. So how many options have to save in the first place? Can you make a sentence with for save? Can you make one sentence using for save? Nothing striking. Here, just because the answer is D doesn't mean that this is correct. I pulled it up to see if you guys give me the answer or if you have doubts. The good thing is you guys have doubts, which is a good thing to have because you are thinking of the answer. Okay. Here we will use, we can't save using, saving. And whenever you use save, for as a preposition will come after save. If you want for, this should be savings. Can't have savings, so this will not be for. For will come after saving. Here it is to save only. Now, to save is in three places. Here, what did the painter do? To save himself from falling. When he felt the ladder blank, he grabbed the gutter to save himself from falling. You see this sentence? To save. Most of the times the answer will be right in front of us. So, when he felt the ladder began slipping, beginning to slip, begin to slip, or began to slip. D is not there, began to slip is not there. So, began slipping, begin to slip, or beginning to slip. Which thing do you think should be here? now I said you can't say for before saving. You should say he used a harness to save himself. For saving is not grammatically correct. Very rarely will you use it. Right? So, right at the beginning, he grabs the gutter to save himself from falling. So, option B will be correct here. Option B. B for bad. What did the painter do to save himself from falling? When he felt the ladder beginning to slip, sorry, when he felt the ladder begin to slip, he grabbed the gutter to save himself from falling. C. Option C will be correct. Is it C or B? I told you one thing yesterday. So tell me, is it B or C? All the verbs should be in the same thing I told you. In one sentence, all the verbs. Yesterday, when we were talking, verb form. No. Yeah, the last time when we were talking about the form. Yes. Continuous form. Very good. Thank you so much. Continuous form. We were talking about continuous form. There is falling. So here it will be beginning. Okay. So option B will be correct. Understood why B is correct? Answer. Good. It's the same thing. Initially, at the beginning, we saw sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4. Here, they just gave blanks. So out of these 3 options which are given A, B, and C, 2 will be correct. Which one will fit blank 1? Which one will fit blank 2? You have to find that answer. So read the entire paragraph and then start giving the answer. Okay, why B is correct? Why B is correct? Uh, okay, previous question. All right, all right. Guys, just keep giving answers. Let me go ahead and explain this to you. Here, when it is a question, what did the painter do? You can use an infinitive. An infinitive is when you say to and use any verb. Okay. Before the verb, if you use to, it is called an infinitive. If you see, three options have to save. Okay. And only one option has for saving. As I said, if you are using for saving, it is not grammatically correct. You can use from here. Now, you can't even use from. You can't use for saving. So, it will be to save himself from falling. The first blank will be to save. Okay. The second blank, when he felt the ladder slipping or slip or beginning, you can find something. Okay. So A, B, C, you have to save. Here, began slipping, perfect tense. You can't use because this is normal continuous tense. The sentence is in continuous tense. When he felt something happening, he did something to save himself from something happening to him, from falling. Something happening is from falling, right? So because this is in continuous form, we will use beginning. Okay. We will not use slipping. For example, I'll tell you an Indianism, which we think is correct. We say switch the light on. Have you ever heard of it? Switch the light on. Okay. As I was saying, we generally say switch the light on, whereas we have to say turn the switch on. In the same way, we generally use a lot of sentences which are what we hear. They're called Indianisms. But grammatically, if you have the sentence to be correct, because we have a continuous form of verb, you will use a continuous form of verb in the blank also, or in the first part of the sentence also. You will not use the perfect tense of the verb. Okay. Because we are began to slip is perfect tense. That's why we don't use it. We will use beginning because at the end, the other verb which we have is also in continuous tense, which is falling. Got it or still confused? Got it. Okay. So Kahini held her first solo show in 98, the entire proceeds of which went to the Helen Keller Institute for the Deaf and Blind in Mumbai. Her fifth solo show with acrylic and oil on canvas paintings in the series titled held recent. Okay, we are beginning. So A won't come here. Her work has been acquired by corporate houses and also forms part of private collections. She has participated in a group show along with 50 women artists to celebrate International Women's Day. Okay. Encountering the pathless terrain of the inner landscape, artist engages in a restless reexamination of ideas and images. Blank. She has also taken part in several art camps. Okay. So here, of the given three options, B will come in the first. Okay. When Kahini started, or when was her first solo show? Okay. This was her first show. So, option B, her work has been acquired. Then, option A, in her fifth solo show, she showed her abstract work for the first time. Apart from that, she has also taken part in several art camps. Okay. They're talking about Kahini's solo career and not her group career. So option C will not fit anywhere. It should be B and A, but B will come in blank 1 and option A or sentence A will come in blank 2. So B and A. Good. Right? Answer B and A. Yes. Aisha had been very successful managing a team in Edinburgh and was asked by the company to lead a remote team for an important 2-year project. Oh, this one is good. This one is good, as in good. The options aren't given. Let's go to question 16. The final report on the project was blank into 3 parts. Question 16. No one? What happened? You don't know idioms or phrases? 16. Let's give the answer to 16 first. Then go to 17. Let's finish up with 16. The final report on the project was broken blank into 3 parts. Broken up or broken down. Either one is correct. Broken up. You can't say broken off or broke away. Broken out is not even a word. Okay. So C, broken up. 17. The lady blank purse was lost. Lodged a complaint at the police station. Question number 17. Good. The lady whose purse was lost. You can't say whom or who. Whose purse, because we know that it is the lady who it is or who lost the purse. The lady whose purse was lost lodged a complaint at the police station. Option C. Good. Error detection again. C. Yes. (18). Okay, we have A, B, C. And we get D. Very good. So we have A, B, C, and D also. Go on, answer. C, very good. D, very good. D, very good. C, very nice. D, okay. D. Here, the entire sentence is correct. There is no mistake grammatically. Grammatically, there is no error in the sentence. So, option A will be correct. No error. The board announced that the decision to reduce the syllabus is yet to be approved by the competent authority. Announced, approved, the verbs, they are in the right form. Reduce the syllabus is yet to be approved. So there is no error. Okay. Option A will be correct. You can't use perfect tense because we are talking about something which happened and which is still happening. You can't use perfect tense. Okay. The decision was put forward before. Okay. And it didn't get approved yet. So that is why we will use the verb in past tense as opposed to perfect tense. Okay. Oh. Okay. Why do we use that? Instead of that, what can you use? Instead of the word that, what else can you use? Any suggestion? They announced that. They said that. They told that. It is a clause that we use, a joining clause of sentences. That is used as a joining clause. That is called a joining clause. Linking two things. In direct to indirect speech also, when you change from direct to indirect speech, you will use that. It is used called a joining clause. Sequence. Sequence. We can write a lot of sentences without that. However, here we need that. Okay. Once upon a time, an ambassador came to see the king of Sparta on some official business. Next, after their work was over, the king took his visitor on a sightseeing tour of the capital city. The ambassador knew that the king of Sparta was also really the ruler of entire Greece, so he expected to see massive walls around the city for defense. But he found nothing of that kind. The king of Sparta said, "You're looking at the walls, 10,000 men, and every man is a brick. So first you will have R, then P. Okay, R and P, like most of you said. Good. R and P. Nice. Read carefully, you'll get the answer. Question 19. Explain question 19. Just give me 1 second, guys. Now, look at it like a story. Once upon a time, an ambassador came to see the king of Sparta on some official business. That is the first step of the story. Someone came to meet someone. Now, what are the options? Look at the options. Which one will fit sentence 2? You tell me. The ambassador knew that the king of Sparta was also the ruler, so he expected to see massive walls around the city for defense. You are looking at the walls, 10,000 men, and every man is a brick. That is another sentence. The other option is, after their work was done, the king took his visitor on a sightseeing tour of the capital city. Now, when someone visits a king, do they first go and finish their work? Or do they ask the king about what is outside? They first finish what they came for. So R will come first. Right? So first he went, met the king, finished their work. What did the king do next? He took his visitor on a sightseeing trip. He took his visitor to look at the city. Now, when he was looking at the city, he found that there were no walls. He expected walls to be there because the king of Sparta was also the king of Greece. And for security, he might have built big walls. But he saw no one except the army. Okay. So, option P or sentence P will come in the third place. The third sentence will be sentence P. Got it? It's a stepwise thing. He went to meet the king. They finished the work. The king took the visitor for sightseeing. The visitor thought he would find something, but he did not. That is the story. Okay? So that's why it is R and P. Okay? So, oh, question 20. Chalo. Just because I'm asking doesn't mean you will not give me the answer. Question 20. This question should be relatively easy because uh, by default you can read and know that one sentence will not fit anywhere. Go on. Okay. The question has often been asked why the Wright brothers were able to succeed in an effort where so many others have failed. Next, you will have Q. Many explanations have been mentioned, but three reasons are most often cited. First, they were a team. Both men worked together well, read the same books, shared info, talked incessantly, and so on and so forth. Okay. So Q and P will be Q and P. Okay. Right. Q and P. Next question. Read carefully, you will get it. Okay. Okay. So it was the first photograph that I had ever seen, and it fascinated me. I still remember holding it at every angle in order to catch the flickering light from the blank. I had never met him, but I felt I knew him. Blank. I moved the photograph so that the shadow lay perfectly around his hollow cheeks. How different he looked. Now, I don't know. This is one of those prose lessons that you read in school. Okay. So, here you should have. Ah, now I think you'll have a better understanding. It was the first time that I had ever seen, and it fascinated me. I still remember holding it at every angle in order to catch the flickering light. The man in the photograph was unsmiling, but his eyes were kind. So the guy was holding a photograph. Now they are describing what is the photograph or who it belonged. I never met him before, but I felt I knew him. Evening, when I was looking at the photograph, as I always did before I went to sleep, I noticed a shadow across the man's thin face. I moved the photograph, showed that the shadow lay perfectly around his hollow cheeks. How different he looked. So A and C, not B and C. It is A and C. All the questions are repeated there. So let's look at the last question. Okay, only one person. Tell me the answer for 21st question. 21. 21 is A and C. The answer is A and C. 22, we've already read it before, was broken up. Option C. 23, the lady whose purse. We did this also. 24, the board announced that the decision to reduce the syllabus is yet to be approved by the competent authority. Again, this is option A, no error. And we come to question 25. Are we done? We're still having problems. Read it carefully, man. Wright brothers are credited with inventing and building the world's first successful airplane. Next, what will come? Their passion for flight began with their fascination for kites and bicycles. Then, in 1903, they made their first controlled flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. This achievement laid the foundation for modern aviation and changed the course of transportation forever. Okay, R and Q. R and Q. That is the order